Going wireless might be all the rage, but sometimes when you need the fastest and most reliable connection possible, only a wired network will do. I'm Randall Bennett for CNET.com, and on this Insider Secret, we go behind the scenes of wired networks. There are a couple big reasons to use a wired network. If you're looking for speed, reliability, and maximum compatibility, a wired network will do things a wireless network just can't. Wired networks can go as fast as 1 gigabit per second, whereas even the fastest wireless networks, the Draft N Wi-Fi standard, only gets around 75 megabits per second at the absolute most. We've got a few tips for people looking to build out a wired network. First, pick the right type of hardware. The central point of every wired network starts with a device like this. The most basic device, a hub, simply plugs cables together and repeats their signals attached to every device. You'll have to do all the configuring, like network addresses and protocols yourself, so we'd recommend you step up to the next step, a home router. Home routers will do all the configuration for you, so you simply plug into the port labeled Internet and then plug in the other computers to the wired network, and you're all set to go. Of course, most home routers come with Wi-Fi, so you've always got the option to go wireless if you like. The only caution for buying hubs and routers is speed. Almost every modern hub or router will be configured at 100 megabit Ethernet, but if you're a speed demon planning on moving around the home, you want to make sure that you get the gigabit Ethernet connection. If you've got network cards that can support it, gigabit Ethernet will move the files around your house the fastest way possible. Tip number 2, most cables are actually created equal. Instead of heading to Circuit City or Best Buy to pick up a ready-made expensive cable, see if you can find a local computer shop that'll give you cable for cheaper. If your network cable looks like this, chances are it'll work with your home network. If you're wiring up your home network yourself and want to future-proof yourself, go for a Category 6 network cable. That cable should work with the next generation of hardware that hasn't even been developed yet, but for the most part, a 25-foot network cable should only cost you about $10 or $20, whereas the big box retailers might gadget you for up to $50. Tip number 3, Ethernet alternatives. Traditional wired Ethernet networking may be the most tried and true method for connecting computers together, but if you want the reliability of a wired network without all the mess, think about some alternatives. We like powerline networking options for one. Let's say you've got a computer in a remote location away from all your other devices. Instead of running a really long cable from one side of the house to the other, plug in one of these devices to your hub, and then the other in the remote location, and you've got a network connection without laying down any extra wires. These work with any modern power wiring in a home, and our editors say they've worked reliably for them in the past in their own homes. If you're looking for more tips and tricks on creating a wireless network, we've got a gaggle of goodies over at CNETTV.com for your perusal. I'm Randall Bennett for CNET.com. See you later.